What secrets could a librarian hide among the whispering pages of ancient tomes in the hushed sanctuary of Boston's Central Library, where sunlight filters through stained glass to dance on polished oak? I, Jasmine Thompson, am more than the 32-year-old head librarian my badge declares. My fingers trace the leather spine of a 17th-century manuscript, its scent of aged parchment grounding me, when a voice shatters the stillness, as brash as a siren in this temple of quiet. My brother Walter, clad in a tailored Armani suit that screams wealth, leans against a bookshelf, his smirk as familiar as childhood taunts, still lost in these dusty books. "Jasmine," he drawls, his Rolex glinting under the chandelier, "don't you ever tire of missing out on life?" I meet his gaze. My simple navy blazer and sensible flats a stark contrast to his ostentation. "Hello, Walter?" I reply, my tone even, as I gently slide the manuscript back into its archival sleeve. His presence here, in my rare book section, is no coincidence. Mom sent me, he continues, straightening with a theatrical sigh. "She's worried you'll show up to their anniversary party tonight looking like you just rolled out of a library carol. Dad's still explaining your career choice to his club buddies. His eyes sweep the shelves with disdain, as if knowledge itself offends him. To my family, whose wealth spans generations, my love for books is a quaint embarrassment, a blemish on the Thompson legacy. I'll be there," I assure him, standing taller, my voice calm but firm, and I'll dress appropriately. Walter adjusts his cufflinks, unimpressed. "Good. It's a big night. I'm announcing Thompson Industries' latest acquisition, a major conglomerate deal. Millions in the bank." His grin widens. Predatory. "Congrats," I say, my expression neutral, though my fingers curl slightly at my sides. He leans closer, his tone dripping with condescension. "You know, there's still time to join the real world. Our corporate library could use someone like you. At least you'd be doing something worthwhile." His words, meant to sting, only amuse me. I think of the encrypted laptop in my office, the empire I've built in the shadows. "I'm quite happy here," I reply, my smile serene. Walter shrugs, already bored. 6 sharp, "Jasmine," and try not to bring any books this time, as his polished shoes echo down the marble hall. I linger, savoring the quiet. My family sees a bookish disappointment, but they've never looked beyond the surface. Tonight, I'll play their game. But soon, they'll learn the truth. I wait a few minutes, ensuring Walter's gone, before heading to my office. To the untrained eye, it's a librarian's haven cluttered desk, framed degrees, a worn copy of Moby Dick. But beneath the facade lies my true domain. A concealed panel hums with state-of-the-art security, guarding secrets far grander than any novel. I lock the door, my pulse quickening, and prepare to step into the world I've hidden for 8 years, a world where I'm not just a librarian, but a titan of global finance. The library's silence cloaks me as I settle into my office chair, the faint glow of my high-powered laptop casting shadows across the room. With a soft click, I activate the encrypted server, and my screen springs to life with video feeds from Osaka, Paris, and Boston. "Good morning, Miss Thompson." Lauren, my assistant and the COO of Thompson Global Partners, greets me through the crystal-clear connection. Her sharp eyes betray a hint of excitement. The Lawrence Tech acquisition, hundreds of millions in play, is ready for final review. I nod, scanning the documents on my screen, each clause a step toward outmaneuvering my brother's ambitions. "Has legal finalized their assessment?" I ask, my voice steady, though my mind races with the stakes. "Yes, the terms are airtight," Lauren confirms. "We're ready when you are." I glance at my watch. 6 hours until my parents' anniversary party, where Walter will bask in his imagined triumph. "Schedule the signing for tomorrow morning," I instruct, "and ensure the press release is prepped." Lauren's fingers fly across her tablet. Already done. But are you sure about the timing? Her hesitation mirrors my fleeting doubt. But Walter's smug face flashes in my mind, years of his dismissive barbs fueling my resolve. Absolutely, I say, my tone resolute. Tomorrow morning is perfect. As the call ends, I lean back, the weight of my double life settling around me. For 8 years, I've balanced my role as head librarian, a job I cherish for its intimacy with knowledge, with the clandestine operations of Thompson Global Partners, a private equity firm that's quietly reshaping global markets through a labyrinth of shell companies and discrete investments. I've built a $70 billion empire, its true scale masked from prying eyes. My family, blinded by their old money prejudices, sees only the cardigan-wearing bookworm, never suspecting the power I wield. The library, with its marble halls and endless stacks, has been my perfect disguise. Who would question a librarian's meticulous hours or her unassuming Audi parked out front? Yet here, in this unremarkable office, I've orchestrated deals that dwarf Walter's Thompson Industries, the Lawrence Tech acquisition, a prize he's chased for months, will be mine by dawn, a silent checkmate in our unspoken rivalry. I savor the irony while Walter flaunts his wealth. I've built an empire on intellect, not flash. My phone vibrates, pulling me from my thoughts. A text from Lauren Osaka team confirms signatures are ready. Press release queued for 8 a.m. I smile, picturing the headlines that will ripple across Wall Street, revealing the mystery buyer as a librarian. The audacity of it thrills me, but I temper my excitement. Tonight, I must play the dutiful daughter, nodding through Walter's boasts, enduring my mother's veiled critiques. The party will be their stage, but tomorrow, the world will be mine. I close my laptop. The screen's glow fading like a curtain on this secret act. Standing, I smooth my blazer, ready to face the day's library duties, cataloging, patron queries, the quiet rhythm of my public life. Each task grounds me, a reminder of why I chose this path. Knowledge is power, and I've wielded it to build something monumental. As I step back into the library's embrace, I carry the weight of my empire lightly, knowing that by morning, the world will see me not as Jasmine the librarian, but as Jasmine Thompson, architect of a financial dynasty. Could a single evening unravel a carefully woven facade as I step out of the library? My phone buzzes with a message from my mother, her words as precise as a conductor's baton. Don't forget to style your hair. Dear, the Uses will be there. The Uses, Boston's old money royalty, are yet another audience for my parents' social choreography. I reply with a curt acknowledgement, already calculating my next moves. Tonight's anniversary party demands I play the unassuming librarian, but the elegance I'll don is a quiet rebellion, a hint of the empire I've concealed. With the Lawrence Tech deal poised to close, I'm threading a needle between worlds, and every choice my dress. My car must be flawless. I head to a discreet salon in downtown Boston, its sleek glass facade masking my ownership of the building. Emma, my stylist, greets me with a warm smile, oblivious to the stakes of my evening. Something formal today, she asks, her scissors poised. Family event? I reply, settling into the chair. As she works, she chatters about my brother's recent visit, his boasts of a massive corporate acquisition filling the air. He's got his eye on some tech giant, she says, unaware of my silent victory over that very prize. I meet her gaze in the mirror, my lips curving. The business world's full of surprises. Emma, check tomorrow's papers. At home, I slip into a deep blue Valentino gown, its tailored lines whispering sophistication without ostentation. My jewelry pearl studs. A delicate gold chain nods to old money restraint. A costume my family will approve, Lauren texts. Her message a lifeline to my hidden world press release locked for 8 a.m. Reveal tonight, I type back. Let them savor the party. Tomorrow's soon enough. The weight of my secret settles like a velvet cloak as I grab my keys, my Audi. Parked outside my modest apartment, a decoy to match my $60. $1,000 salary gleams under the streetlights. It's a deliberate choice, unremarkable enough to deflect curiosity. Yet I drive with the confidence of someone who owns the road, the journey to my parents' estate. 20 miles outside Boston is a quiet interlude. City lights fade into suburban sprawl, and I rehearse my role, the dutiful daughter, enduring polite jabs, biding her time. The library's calm lingers in my mind. It stacks a reminder of the knowledge that's armed me for this moment. Tonight, I'll blend into their world. My gown, a perfect mask. But the morning will bring a reckoning. As I navigate the winding roads, my phone remains silent. The calm before the storm. The estate's gates loom ahead, and I steel myself, ready to step onto a stage where every word, every glance, will test my restraint. The Thompson estate sprawls across manicured acres, its stone facade aglow with golden light as luxury sedans line the driveway like polished trophies. I ease my Audi into a shadowed corner, its modesty a silent defiance amid the ostentatious display. Roy, our family's butler, greets me at the grand entrance, his nod warm but tinged with pity, as if I'm a wayward child returning to a world I've shunned. Your parents are in the main hall, he murmurs, ushering me into a sea of clinking crystal and murmured sophistication. The air hums with a string quartet's melody, and I brace myself, my gown's elegance a shield against the scrutiny awaiting me. My mother's voice cuts through the crowd's murmur. Jasmine, darling, you look presentable. Her faint praise, delivered with a perfumed air kiss, is a masterclass in restraint. At 65, she commands the room in a silver gown, her grace a currency she's spent decades perfecting. Happy anniversary, I reply, brushing a kiss against her cheek. Your father's by the fireplace, she directs, her eyes already scanning for more prominent guests. I weave through the crowd, fielding air kisses and tepid inquiries about my library work. Still shelving books, a matron asks, her smile indulgent. I nod, letting their assumptions slide like rain off glass. My father's booming laugh draws me to the fireplace, where he holds court among golf buddies, his Scotch glass glinting. There's my girl, he calls, pulling me into a bear hug, his breath heavy with celebration, still buried in those books. A Peter Hughes, a ruddy-faced associate, chuckles, preserving knowledge for the next generation. Is it his tone is patronizing? And I smile tightly, something like that. Their laughter, indulgent and dismissive, fuels my resolve. My father claps my shoulder. Where's your brother? He's got big news. As if summoned, Walter strides in, champagne flute in hand, his bespoke suit sharper than the room's crystal. Everyone he calls, silencing the crowd with practiced charisma. I have an announcement. All eyes turn, and I sip my drink, my pulse steady. Thompson Industries is on the cusp of its biggest acquisition yet, he declares, his voice rich with confidence. By next week, we'll own Lawrence Tech, a cornerstone of innovation. Applause erupts. My father beaming, my mother dabbing her eyes with a monogrammed handkerchief. Walter's gaze finds mine, his smirk venomous. What do you think? Little sister ready to admit you bet on the wrong game? I hold his stare, my voice measured. I think you should wait until the ink's dry. Walter, my words carry a quiet edge, and his smile falters. The room laughs, mistaking my caution for timidity. Always so careful. Walter scoffs. That's why you're stuck in your library while we build empires. I raise my glass, my smile enigmatic. Due diligence has its merits. You'll see tomorrow. His brow creases, sensing a challenge. But my mother's call to dinner interrupts before he can press further. The dining room gleams with mahogany and heirloom china. but my seat at the table's far end, tucked among lesser guests, feels like a calculated slight. Mrs. Hughes, seated beside me, leans close, her perfume cloying. You were so bright. Jasmine, why choose books over ambition? Her pity stings. But I keep my tone light. Books reveal truths others miss. Things aren't always what they seem. She sighs, unconvinced. At least your brother carries the family name forward. I nod, my amusement veiled, as Walter dominates the table's conversation, his boasts of market conquests drowning out the quartet. As dessert arrives, Walter rises again, glass raised, to Mom and Dad, who taught me success. He toasts, then turns to me, his tone barbed, and to my sister. Proof that not everyone's built for the real world. The room chuckles politely, and I join the toast, my mind alight with the press release ticking closer. Tomorrow, their laughter will fade, and this stage where I've played the overlooked daughter will shift beneath their feet. For now, I savor the irony, my champagne glass cool against my lips. As the night carries me toward dawn's revelation, what does it feel like to shatter a world's illusions with a single truth? As dawn paints Boston's skyline in hues of amber, I stride through the library's marble halls at 7 Noro a.m., my sensible heels echoing like a metronome. Last night's party, with its veiled slights and Walter's crowing, lingers like a half-remembered dream. But today, the stage is mine. My office door clicks shut, and Lauren, her tablet glowing with readiness, meets my gaze with a conspirator's glint. The Lawrence tech deal hundreds of millions secured is set to close, she reports, her voice low but electric. Walter's team thinks they're still in the game. I smile, picturing his confidence crumbling. Let's give them a few more minutes of delusion. At 7:15, my private line hums, and Mr. Lawrence's translator confirms the Osaka team's presence. Proceed, I say, my fingers steady as I sign digital documents, each click sealing my triumph. By 7:30, Thomson Global Partners owns Lawrence Tech, its patents, subsidiaries, and cutting-edge divisions snatched from my brother's grasp. Lauren's eyes sparkled. Press release goes live at 8:00. I open my laptop, news tabs ready, and watch as the clock ticks down. At precisely 8:00, headlines erupt. Mystery buyer claims, Lawrence Tech, Thomson Global Partners names, librarian as CEO. The Wall Street Journal screams, library sciences expert stuns markets as financial mogul. My phone vibrates, a storm of notifications. But the first call is Walter's, his voice raw with disbelief. What is this? You're not Thomson Global, you good morning. Brother, I reply, my tone as smooth as polished glass. I've been running it for 8 years. Surprised his breathing hitches. Papers rustling in the background. I had that deal. The paperwork checked the fine print. I interrupt, my voice cool. Lawrence Tech was mine months ago. I just waited for the right moment. His silence is a victory sweeter than applause. You built an empire, he chokes. While shelving books, I lean back, savoring the moment. Knowledge is power. Walter, you should try it sometime. The line cuts off, and Lauren stifles a grin. My mother's call follows, her voice sharp enough to slice steel. Jasmine Hannah Thompson, what have you done? Your father's phone is ringing off the hook. The Hugheses, the club. Everyone's demanding answers. I hear my father's muffled protests in the background. I'm tied up today, I say, glancing at my packed schedule. But come to my penthouse tonight. Commonwealth Avenue, 6:00. I'll explain. Penthouse. She sputters. You live in that cramped apartment, you'll see. I reply, ending the call. Lauren taps her tablet. Second press release ready? I nod. And minutes later, another bombshell lands. Thomson Global Partners announces $70 billion merger with East Asian tech giants. The market's real. and I'm at the epicenter. By mid-morning, I grant a single interview to the Wall Street Journal. Perched in my office with its deceptive clutter, library science taught me to harness information. I tell the reporter, my voice steady, every deal. Every strategy, it's all about understanding what others overlook. The article, Live by Noon, cements my narrative, a librarian who turned knowledge into a dynasty. As calls flood in, I mute my phone, my focus shifting to tonight's dinner. The world knows my secret now, but my family's reckoning awaits. And I'm ready to rewrite their story of me. The private elevator to my Commonwealth Avenue penthouse hums upward, its mirrored walls reflecting the poised figure I've become. Tonight, my family will step into my true domain, a sprawling sanctuary of floor-to-ceiling windows, where Boston's harbor glitters like a promise. The dining room, set with understated elegance by a Michelin-starred chef, whispers of wealth earned through strategy, not inheritance. At 6:00 p.m., the elevator chimes, and Walter emerges, his usual swagger replaced by a taut jaw. My mother follows, her silver gown traded for a silk dress, her eyes wide with disbelief. My father, trailing behind, grips his phone, still fielding calls, while Roy, our butler, blinks at the opulence, as if seeing me for the first time. Welcome, I say, gesturing to the view, my voice warm but unyielding. Walter's words burst forth, sharp and brittle. How long have you played us? I pour a scotch, the amber liquid catching the light. I didn't play anyone, I reply, handing my mother a glass. I'm a librarian. I love books. I also built a global empire. My mother sinks onto an Italian leather sofa, her voice trembling. Why let us think you failed? I meet her gaze, my tone gentle but firm. You saw what fit your story, a daughter who chose books over ambition. I let you, because my success didn't need your validation. My father, standing by the windows, murmurs, all those shadow deals. The market shifts. That was you. I nod, a quiet pride surfacing. Thomson Global Partners reshaped industries, not with golf course handshakes, but with intellect. Walter's face twists, anger giving way to awe. You owned Lawrence Tech's subsidiaries for a year. You let me chase a ghost. I competed. I correct. My smile faint. You wanted a contest? I gave you one. My father turns, his eyes newly respectful. A knowledge empire. He says, echoing my words, you learned that from me. I incline my head, acknowledging the truth. Over dinner, lobster bisque, Wagyu, and vintage Bordeaux, I propose a partnership. Walter, your company's stagnating. I can modernize it. Open global markets. He blinks, caught off guard. But my father nods. It's a chance to grow. Son, I share fragments of my journey, late nights analyzing data in the library, using its resources to spot market gaps. My modest apartment, a decoy while this penthouse fueled my vision. Walter's skepticism softens, his questions turning eager, a spark of collaboration igniting. My mother, her fork poised, asks, why reveal it now? I pause, choosing my words. To prove success isn't a suit or a yacht. It's what you build when no one's watching. Walter raises his glass, a rare sincerity in his eyes, and to remind us not to judge by appearances. As they leave, Lauren joins me, her tablet showing stock gains in the millions. Merger announcement next week, she asks. I nod. The harbor's lights reflect on the evening, my mother's quiet tears, my father's proud grip on my shoulder. The library awaits me tomorrow, its regulars unchanged. My dual life now public, yet still mine. In a world chasing flash, I've crafted something real, a legacy of knowledge that needs no spotlight to shine.